Hey everybody, welcome. It is Monday, the 20th of June, 2022. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. Hope all the dads and males and father figures out there had a great Father's Day. I want to thank you for joining me today. I am Mona with Journey of Purpose Life Coaching, and we've been working on seasons and reasons of happenings in my life that kind of led me down the path and the trail to be a certified solution-focused professional life coach. And I'm hoping by these things that I've been sharing, you're learning a little bit more about me, and you may find some things that are interesting, fun, maybe you didn't know about me. Hey Valerie, thanks for joining. And so that's where I'm at today. That's where I've been through June, and I'll be finishing up about the end of June with these things. But today we're going to talk about, I was a homeschool mom. And I think that brings a new term, or more reaction today, because a lot of people did do homeschooling during COVID, and a lot of people are continuing, but it was still something that I did. My sons, are 27 and 25. And so I homeschooled them from one kindergarten through 6th grade and the other one through 7th grade. And I, at the time, went to a local community college. There was a certification, 17 and a half hours I think you could take to be certified as a homeschool mom or teacher. And I still learned so much about that. It's not required. That was something I wanted to do on my own, but it brought many things to mind, and I learned a lot of things. Hey Bruce, thanks for joining. So the one thing I learned about that is kids can learn in many different styles. And it's even that way in life as we grow older. Some are auditory, some might be visual, some might be kinetic. And so, I think I said that right. And that was just one thing I learned, that each one is individual. And even though there's a lot of people that homeschool, it can still bring about a lot of challenges, some fun times, maybe not so fun times. Being a teacher, I have to say, I am very appreciative of what a teacher does, and I think you learn more of that when you homeschool. But anyway, it's another part of my life that went on for about, 6-7 years. And I hadn't really thought about it, but my youngest son just graduated from the University of Washington with his chemical engineering degree. And my oldest son is out of the country right now working with his job. And it's just those things you think about. I don't even think I feel like I'm old enough to have kids those old or that age and what they're accomplishing. But I just did think it was a good thing to throw out there, because times have changed, especially where I'm at. A lot more people are homeschooling. And sometimes you just need some support with that. And understanding we're all in different stages, different ages. Hey, Jasmine. And so to keep that in mind, it can be good to be supportive. You might try to be supportive, but keep in mind that we all are at different stages. We're at different places, might be different ages, might be boys versus girls. But there's always support out there for you, and I feel that I have done that. I could be good support for people looking at that, and maybe it's not you, maybe it's a friend, family member, maybe you just want to learn more about it. But it was something I enjoyed doing. I like doing it. I don't regret it, and I hope that my sons had some good times doing that also, because I just really enjoyed doing that and having that time with them. But I'm curious how many of you out there that are listening or joining me later have had any experience with homeschool. Maybe you have homeschooled. Maybe you were homeschooled. Maybe you're considering homeschooling. What is it? Are there any questions out there? What do you feel about it? Feel free to share those in the box below. Because I know it touches my heart today, knowing that my kids are, on and might be having their own kids someday. It's a decision I made for myself. It's not a decision I put on anyone else. I just am there. It's something I experienced. It was a part of my life. And as I was looking back at seasons, it got me thinking that might be something. And it's funny how today, in today's age, what I did 20 some years ago, now is becoming maybe even more popular or more considered. And people are thinking about that. So that's my thought for today. Homeschool mom, homeschool dad. You might be a grandma, a grandpa, aunt, uncle, might be a friend. There's so many different homeschool. There's co-ops. There's, doing it at home on your own. I took my kids on field trips. We joined the Everett Parks Department in Washington State, and we would actually meet there, go on a bus. We went to kangaroo farms. We went to, parks, but I kept them involved because I wanted them to still be involved. And we were Cub Scout family. Both my boys were Cub Scouts, so that gave them out. We had outings. So that's not something I did for control. It was just a personal preference, and I wanted to open up the world as wide as I could during homeschooling. So we had lots of fun, did field trips, made contact with other families that they could hang out with. And I ran my homeschooling kind of with the public school system, the times and dates and vacations. So we still had friends that they could do things with. We weren't on a different schedule. And that worked really well too. They were still able to keep some similarity with their friends, so we weren't on opposite schedules. But just my tidbits for homeschooling. I'd love to share any other information or questions you might have. And in the box, just feel free to share what what homeschooling brings to mind. Until Wednesday, enjoy the journey, be empowered, live on purpose. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.